Guys, it is time to ban the horn strobe fire alarm from the school. Just like you're not allowed to install horn strobes in hospitals, it should be the same thing for schools. Yeah, because it scared me since I first started going to school, and when the first drill happened, because of autism, and people with autism are sensitive to loud noises, and the fire alarm in most of the schools around here is very loud. And when a fire drill happens, kids with autism and other special needs go crazy because the alarm is so loud. Yeah, it has to be loud in order to alert people to emergencies, but at the same time, you do not want people to be scared of the alarm. And when it's unexpected and the teacher knows that there's going to be a drill and they don't tell us, and all of a sudden, eh, 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 we go, ah! Because we got scared of that alarm. Like, oh my goodness. Tell us when these drills are going to happen. So we can cover our ears, or in some cases, including with me, the teacher took me outside before the drill went off, so it wouldn't scare me as much, because these things are so loud. Schools should have chime strobes or speaker strobes with voice evacuation instead of horn strobes. And horn strobes really take a toll on your ears because the horn is so loud. Yeah, I just cannot stand the type of alarm that's installed in my school. I'd rather have my alarm in the school say, attention please. There's been a report of emergency in this building. Please cease operations and leave the building by the nearest exit or exit stairwell. Do not use elevators. Repeat, do not use elevators instead of going eh, 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 like that. So instead of having the classic eh, 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 like the alarm did for years in schools, it should have, may I have your attention please, may I have your attention please. There's been a report of emergency in this building. Please cease operations and leave the building immediately by the nearest exit or exit stairway. Do not use elevators. Repeat, do not use elevators. I'd rather have my alarm in the school do that instead of making the obnoxiously loud sound that it does now. I mean, we should all agree that the horn strobe is just too much for schools, especially elementary schools. Yeah, when you're younger, you're more sensitive to loud noises. I mean, I just cannot stand the type of alarm that was installed in all the schools I went to. Believe it or not, all the schools I went to had the horn strobe for the fire alarm. And it scared me like I hope they do not make this mistake again in the future. And I hope that horn strobes are banned from all schools in the future. Because I had to deal with them throughout my entire school life. And it was so loud that it scared me. In other parts of the country, public schools have voice evacuation systems. But here, every single school in this county has the horn strobe type of alarm. It is so loud. I cannot stand what they did here when they were building the school and they were installing the alarm system. They were not thinking that it would scare students that are in special education. They need to think clearly and especially ban horn strobes from being installed in or near special education classrooms, because the biggest problem during drills is the special education students, because many of them are sensitive to loud noises. I share that similar fate. And a couple of my classmates ran out when that thing went off because they were scared. Well, that's the fault for the horn strobe. Blame the horn strobe for that. I mean, all my classmates that hate the loud alarm are hoping that the horn strobe is out so it won't scare them. I mean, I cannot stand the type of alarms that they installed in my schools I went to, because it is so loud that it scared me. I mean, if you make the drills a surprise in schools with a horn strobe type of system, it is going to scare students with special needs because that type of alarm is so loud. And remember, they say to remain calm when evacuating a building emergency. Well, the horn strobe type of fire alarm is going to defeat the purpose of that, because it'll turn into a chaotic evacuation, because this thing is so loud that I can't stand it. People are scared of the loud noises that come out of that type of alarm. I cannot stand how loud horns are. I mean, it's time for schools to get rid of horn strobes. I mean, we cannot be installing horn strobes in schools anymore. I mean, I cannot stand the sound of the alarm in my school. It is a scary sound. And, I mean, my school has the integrity, and let me tell you, it's a very loud mechanical horn. And some alarms are the Genesis that has that high pitched whistle. That those things scare me went off. Yeah, it's time to do something about the fire alarm system in all schools and have voice evacuation to the greatest extent possible. Bye.